There's a level of unlearning involved once you come out of college and you enter the production environment. You realize a lot of things that are taught in school and college as well probably does not exactly, transition well into an actual full production environment. At least that's what I felt initially when I left college and then I got into a company. There was a certain bit of unlearning, or like the expectations changed. Like we have this certain view of how working in the industry would be, and then you enter. There are certain shifts from what's been sold as an ideal artistic career in this in the
That's a
industry.
beautiful thing what you mentioned right now, to unlearn. I actually had in my pointers when I was trying to, I was putting down things what I want to discuss with you. It is learn to unlearn.
Right.
So any new thing you want to explore, or you want to try your hands on, the first thing is what you have to unlearn what you have done.
Right.
However, you have practiced for, we have practiced certain things for many years, but you want to try a new thing, you have to unlearn certain things, and you have to start fresh. Only then you are able to absorb or learn new. You make a room to learn new.
Right.
If I always feel, if you're filled up with a lot of information, it's very difficult to make room to a new information to fit in.
Right.
It's always better that you empty your vessel,
Right.
and you go in and you come filled in again. So that becomes like a bank to you. Every time you do something new, you have to unlearn what you have done before. So only then you can make, you're receptive.
Right. I think ego plays a big part in this, because I think a lot of times when a lot of us have struggled to unlearn something, is because your ego gets attached to the information that you learn. And like I recently was reading this book by this man Stephen Pressfield, and he wrote this book called the War of Art, and it's basically, I think I've not finished the book, but what feels like he speaks about how people can become their best creative selves, how to win that inner war. And he refers to ego as nothing but resistance, right? So anything that, like, every time, if you were struggling with a work ethic that you want to set up, like if you're procrastinating, it's the ego telling you that you're not used to doing this. You can go ahead and do the simple things which you're comfortable with, but if you break through that, suddenly you find something new. And there's another guy, Robin Sharma, he uses this, right? He uses this term like a bad day for the ego is a beautiful day for the soul. Right. So you break through that ego. You recognize ego is just resistance. In the end, it's nothing more. The self wants to feel that, okay, I know this and this is what it is. But then if you find something that does not resonate with you and it's hurting your ego, take a moment to acknowledge, and you'll find something more beautiful.
That's what I said. You need to empty your vessel.
Right. Exactly.
You have to put down things, unless you. So these are very small things where you have to put down your ego, or what do you say? There are small things. Meaning, there are these small things in our culture where if you go visit Indian temples, Mahadev temple especially, there is a very small space to get into the what do you say, the main what do you say, where the idol is, the space where the idol is. There is this open space in front of the temple. And then actually when you go to the inner space of the temple, there is a very small there are low heighted door. Or usually in temples, but especially in Mahadev temples, what do you say, the linga, the Mahadev linga is down there somewhere in the small space. Or else usually the temple doors are small, height wise.
Right.
They're structured that way. Why you know that? Because you have to lean down and go inside.
Oh wow. Oh, interesting.
So you can't enter with your head held high. So that gives you become modest first. You rest down your head and then enter.
Wow.
Surrender a little.
Okay.
So that is how we are brought up, in knowingly, unknowingly. But yes, it is a very to cut down your ego, you have to bend down. First, bend down. You learn to bend down.
That's
So,
incredible.
so
Wow.
all this, it has come to, I mean, unless you surrender yourself to what you believe in. Why are you first place in the temple? Because you
Right.
believe in that power, you believe in that energy. So it's why to carry that ego with you? Surrender
Of course.
yourself, bend down a little, come down to a modesty,
Yeah.
empty yourself, and then go and have a gratitude.
Of course.
So this is how, if you want to learn something new, if you want to be receptive, if you want to learn, you have to make room for that. And unless you make it empty, or the more emptier you make, the more information you will have
Of
space
course.
for.
Of course.
So it's better, it's to unlearn things and to learn new. But that doesn't mean you have to give away your skills. Unlearn the information, not your
Right.
skills.
Right.